is so busted. Let's get out of here.
Alright, imagine we took the crossbow and we changed its ammo to a baby. We took that baby and put it on a hang glider, and we also shoved a... Nah, we're not gonna go there.
Oh my God!
It started off with me just changing the ammo type to an explosive baby. That went well, but I accidentally started off in peaceful. And got the saddest sound I've ever heard. But you know me, we're gonna experiment, we're gonna try different things. And by putting it on hard mode, it kind of blew up in my face. But it wasn't in vain, because we learned how to increase the radius of not only the explosions, but the status effects as well. I also learned how to make a scatter shot. And this kind of lagged me out a little bit, but man, it made some great shots. Continuing with my test, I kind of found out what my limits were and how far I shouldn't take this. What an apocalypse. Things are still blowing up. How was there a survivor? I later took this thing over to my base to see what damage it could do to buildings, and it did not disappoint. I brought it to the mess hall, and this blew up with such beauty. It's a shame that no matter what type of explosion you do to a base, the game just cannot handle it. I later came back to the beach, and I put this poor little baby through hell. Good lord, the destruction. I continued to experiment and continued to try to refine the explosion while adding this super huge flame to make it look like a nuclear explosion. And since I'm all inclusive, we even did the big girls. This place is such a war zone. So much guts and glory for this one explosive. I kept mixing it up because I really like to see large explosions. I spawned a couple of these characters because I thought they'd quickly run and spread apart, but that did not happen, and we created one of the most horrific scenes. But I kept on testing, and I kept on spawning, and tried to refine this explosion. So much blood, guts, and destruction. So many parts. Recently, I've been having an issue with these John 2.0s. And they have caused so much despair to my base. They spawn inside of like my building, so I made sure not to leave them out. I gave them a little extra love. And by love, I mean separating their bodies into millions of pieces. I absolutely hate these things. I think I'm gonna come out with a video on how to remove them from your game permanently, at least during your playthrough. Now, you know me, I gotta get my third-person shots, so here we are with that. And I just love this Terminator 1 style guy in the flame look. We didn't forget about these mutants. Since they have a lot of fingers, I figured they'd get a good grasp on things. And you know, I'm gonna add the final boss. Gotta make sure he's in here. He did. To finish things off, I went back to my base. I went to my zipline tower, lined things up perfectly, and got the ultimate nuclear explosion onto the base. I think at this point my computer was pretty much done with my shit, but that didn't stop me. I kept going. Guess we're not gonna need this light anymore. I went over to my home, got the right angle, and planted a baby right behind the cross. Beautiful, beautiful. But I want a bigger explosion. This is not gonna do it for me. I made my way over to the store, which is basically just nothing but struts and supports, and took one final shot before my computer gave me the finger. It's so sad to hear it powering down. So I loaded things back up one last time and made this explosive the biggest thing that I could possibly do and hoped that it wouldn't crash my computer. Here's the result. It didn't crash, but it came to a nice, slow pace. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you like what you saw, hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you later.